Hello guys, welcome to my program and welcome to a new YouTube page. I'll be talking about rationality, logical mindset, logical thoughts, and I will invite you to subscribe to this new channel and you'll be glad because you will learn a lot. We are already in the age of AI, in the age of illusion, whereby things happen automatically. Don't get me wrong, we have a lot of smart people, but at the same time, we need to decompress. We need to rewind and go back to how we were before internet. So basically, I'll be educating you guys on how to relate, how to think critically, and how to make sure that your personality is socially acceptable and not really in that bad aspect. So welcome to a new channel. It's all about rationality. So subscribe, like this video, share this video, and let's get talking. Today's topic is about the illusion of options. And it's very easy. I'm just talking about it. What is the illusion of options? The illusion of options or choice is a psychological phenomenon where individuals believe that they have numerous options, while their decisions are actually limited, predetermined, or manipulated to serve a specific outcome. This is simple. Now, I don't want to talk about dating, but this topic relates to dating, basically. Let's start with it. I have my phone, and I'm in Lagos State, for example, or I'm in New York. Before the internet, I am limited to opportunities, conversations, and maybe relationships within New York or within my immediate locality, whereby I meet, let's say, I'm Mr. John, and I meet a lady called Sandra, and we talk. Lady Sandra lives around my local environment. Lady Sandra maybe attends my church. Lady Sandra is a work colleague, or Lady Sandra, I meet her in a party or at a wedding ceremony. Because she is my immediate locality, it's very easy for us to converse. And maybe one or two people know Miss Sandra, or one or two people know me, and Miss Sandra can confirm. That was how our parents, grandparents, and uncles and aunties, that was how they met one another, whereby people introduced them to another set of people, or they met in a very localized or a limited gathering. However, with internet, because of the fact that we can now relate thousands of miles, millions of miles, if you can use that, we now think that we can easily meet people. At first, the internet came to resolve this issue. And how? Number one, Facebook. I finished secondary school a long time ago. And after a while, I could connect with friends who are in Australia, who are in London, who are in Somalia, for example. Just type the friend's name. You can see the person's name and connect. LinkedIn. Somebody is in another city entirely, another state or country entirely. You can connect. However, for relationship, you can also link up with somebody that is very, very far away. Dating site, for example, Inch, Bumble, or Tinder. How? You just log online, put up your information, pay if you want to pay, and after you've done that, you can see people in your area, for example. At the same time, Inch has this feature whereby you can take your locality out of the US and take it to Europe, and then you can meet people in Europe. Now, you have to be aesthetically pleasing, so you take a very good picture so that people can see you. They like what they see. You too like what they see, or what you can see, sorry. And both of you meet each other. Before you meet care. You're not even meeting each other. You exchange contacts. Before then, you swipe right or swipe left, as the case may be, and then you get talking. When you're talking, you are trying to portray or display the best part of yourself because first impression matters. And now, maybe I'm talking to you, I am in a relationship or I'm married. I have my girlfriend around me. And for whatever reason, I feel like I can throw this girl away because I'm talking to somebody else, either within my immediate locality or far away. And if my girlfriend messes up, let's say she did something wrong or she was supposed to do something but she didn't do it, I can easily discard her and say, hey, I'm no longer talking to you. I want to talk to somebody else. And I meet somebody else thinking that I have met the perfect person. And before you know, the person does something wrong and I leave the person, I go to the next. That is how we are in today's society, whereby we think that we have so many people. If you mess up once, I will throw you away. I am not condoning some bad habits. For example, men committing domestic violence. Men committing domestic violence on their wives or girlfriends. I don't condone it at all. At the same time, women committing domestic violence on their respective spouses, because really some men are actually very weak. You get me? So I don't condone it, But if a man makes a mistake, the woman is ready to throw the man out of the window because there are myriads of men out there that she can link up with. Now, also look at it from the second angle. Let's take Instagram, Snapchat, and let's also take TikTok, for example. You see somebody's picture, you slide into the person's DM, and then you talk. When you are sliding into somebody's DM, you're not going to say anything that is unimpressive. You want to say things that are nice. You look so good, you look so ravishing, you look so beautiful, you look so pretty. Now, this girl's man maybe should have been saying those things too to spice up the relationship, but he is not saying those things, and the woman is getting validated from outside. Though there are some examples too whereby the woman is being validated from outside, despite the fact that the man is also trying his best. So it's tit for tat. While men also say their wives that they have impregnated, the wife has given birth to children, either 1 or 3 or 4 for these men. But rather than these men appreciating their wives, they see that their wives is now maybe fat or plus size or not as beautiful as she was before. And they are now on Instagram seeing some other ladies and they feel like I can easily throw this girl away and then I can get another girl. Not knowing the fact that one thing is for you to see a beauty of a woman. Another thing is for you to know the charisma, the character, the personality, the essence, the value proposition. What builds the woman that will give you peace of mind. Many men are falling into a big ditch or a very deep ditch while chasing vague, while chasing vain, while chasing anything that doesn't give them value or upgrade them. At the same time, women have also thrown men out of the window that will add peace to their lives. Spoiler alert, there are some men that are very bad out there, so women are actually allowed to throw them out. But there are so many good men that women have thrown out, hoping that they will get some other guys outside. Let's talk about jobs. Illusion of options. Back then, it is a job that your uncle, maybe your auntie, or maybe because you actually were brilliant, you're able to get a job. However, because you're now on LinkedIn, for whatever reason, the job you have doesn't satisfy you anymore. You are being lackadaisical. We have this Gen Z nowadays whereby they will say that they are quiet quitting. Quiet quitting means that what you're supposed to be doing, you're not really doing them anymore, and you hope that your boss will eventually get tired of you, and then you can use the opportunity to quit. Well, let me even check what quiet quitting means on Google. Quiet quitting is not actually quitting a job, but rather performing only the mandatory minimum requirements of a role, refusing to go above and beyond without extra compensation, and setting strict boundaries to avoid burnout. Driven by disengagement, burnout, or poor management, this trend affecting over 50% of the workforce represents a shift towards prioritizing work-life balance over the hustle culture. And the last 2 lines, work-life balance over the hustle culture. We're now in the age whereby people feel like if I want to do 9 to 5, I will not make ends meet. So let me do something on the side. I want to be a TikToker. I want to be an Instagram influencer. And what do you even mean by I'm an influencer? Like, what's your job? What do you do for a living? I'm an influencer. Like, I'm an influencer. What do you influence? Don't get me wrong. We have a lot of influencers out there. But the issue is that people now think that because A, B, C, or D is doing it, they too, they can do it. And they have the illusion that if I quit this job, I can start doing influencing, I can start doing branding, I can start being a content creator. You can be a content creator if you have the time for it, if you have the talent for it, but don't throw the baby with the bathwater. Don't feel like because somebody is doing it and is doing well, then if I try it too, I will also do well. No, I mean trying, but if you try and you don't put any form of strategy into it, you're going to fall into a ditch. Let's take, for example, there's this guy called Wisdom. I think he's Nigerian. Whenever I come across his page, his videos are always mesmerizing. And they start with, oh, somebody said I should dress like the world or dress like all the countries of the world. And before you know, he's going to like start shooting. And I'm like, oh my God, look at the camera work, look at the clothes, look at his style. He's also tall. There's a way he stands as if they're drawing him like a plier, you know? And somebody will say, I can do this too. And you too, you can try it. You ditch your job, or you ditch what you're doing, or you ditch your natural role, maybe as a man or a woman provider or carpenter, and then you say, I want to be like Wisdom. Or you want to be like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast started maybe when he was a teenager. But you, at the age of 40, you say, okay, me too, I want to be like Mr. Beast. I want to start carrying camera around. You want to throw your life away when people are building a particular type of brand. Now, there's this Ethiopian kid, I don't know his name. It stands on this type of platform whereby you just you carry his shoe and then call 1 2 1 2 and then just switch and transition into something else, which is very cool, by the way. Now, I don't know the antecedent of this Ethiopian kid, but you can see that it's gathering some momentum. If you compare that guy with wisdom, you see that wisdom is high up there. This guy is coming along. We don't know where this guy is coming from, but he's doing his best. Now, that's very okay. But imagine somebody who's 45 years old, has a steady work and income stream, has a steady family, and you want to throw the entire thing away with the illusion or hope that you're going to get something else outside. Before you do that, always test the waters, always test run. Otherwise, the downfall is always epic. And when it is epic, you don't even know how and who you can turn to, because you crash and you're expecting, or you think that people are expecting you to be big. And that's another topic for entire day, because I'll be talking about a lot of things in the society. And my hope and strategy is that I want to re-educate people. I want to give them a reorientation, a resensitization into the society. That's the purpose of this platform. So, in retrospect, this is a pilot program. And if you are still with me at this particular point in this TED Talk, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. I'll be dropping more gems. And I'll be dropping more advices. If you have any questions, you can reach out, because there are a lot of things that we need to realign with our well-being, mental health, psychological stress, anxiety disorder, and maybe psychotic problems. So the illusion of option is a big deal. It's affecting everybody. Even me, myself. I feel like maybe I should have been like Kaby Lane. He started in 2020. He was working in a factory. And he just started like, okay, let me be helping people on how to resolve their problems by showing them the right way of doing it. And he wasn't talking. And 6 years later, you see where he is. So sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I should have tried this guy. I should have done what he's doing. But if I'm doing it, I'll be copying him. So basically, it's very, very important to have a strategy before you want to test the waters. Seizing opportunities is not bad at all. But blindly taking steps without considering the do's and don'ts, the benefits and the burdens, the haves and have-nots, examples around you, the support around you. If you don't consider those things, man, it's going to be epic. But some people are lucky, very lucky. So what are the ways that we can adjust the illusion of options? So when you feel like you have this illusion that I can copy this person, or I can throw this person away, I can start something new without putting factors together, because I talked about relationship, I talked about friendship, I talked about jobs, I talked about influencing, I talked about ensuring that you have the right strategy, the right methodology, the right support around you before you switch either 180 or 360. Now, addressing the illusion of options involves recognizing that excessive choices often paralyze, while perceived limited choices are often artificially constructed. To counter this, define clear goals before reviewing options. Adopt a satisfier mindset to limit unnecessary research, and actively challenge binary choices by brainstorming alternatives. Before you take a step, just go put yourself in the other shoe. Like, if I try this without doing this, what is the consequence? What are the consequences? If you don't do that, I don't know what I'm gonna do for you. I don't know, I'll just tell you to stay strong. Here. So the rational mind is starting with the pilot program. If you feel blessed with this, ensure to subscribe. There are more episodes coming, and like and share. And I'll be catching you in the next video. The Rational Mind. Bye for now.